Hey guys, here's the gear. This is early in 2023, in the first week of January. So obviously, a Halloween scent is what I'm going to choose, right? Um, this is one that I have been wanting to try for a while. I did not buy it when it first came out. Boonana from Southern Witchcrafts, and we're gonna use that one today. I know the performance is going to be great because Stephen and Courtney do a wonderful job with their soap formula. From the tub, it smells really good too. The brush is going to be new to me. Chisel and Hound. This is a version 9 Fanchurian knot. And we can already kind of see a little bit of clumping going on there. I just shook it out for the photo, for the all the gear together photo. And so that tells me that we're going to be seeing some gelling here with this one today. Get that back in the water. I had one of the earlier Fanchurian knots, and it really did better for me in a comfort way if I soaked it for 15 minutes or more prior to the shave. We'll see. I don't know if this guy's going to be the same way or not. Nice pretty swirled handle here. Usta blade is going to be in the Timeless Bronze razor. This is the 38 gap. The Usta is a derby blade. And this sample was sent to me by a kind viewer. I can't remember his name, North Sound Hamster maybe, or Impressive Donut maybe. I bet I could have done a mental mnemonic device there by associating the Usta blades with one of those crazy names, right? And then I would have remembered it forever, but oh well, I didn't. So this bronze guy is developing a nice patina. I do rinse it and pat it dry after every use, so the patina should be fairly uniform. If you let drops stay on one of these kinds of razors, then that does make the patina be a little spotty. I do have, as a post-shave treatment, I'll likely use this Declaration Grooming. Try this soap. Liniment, a rare item, but I want to use it up before it goes bad. I'm sure it'll go bad eventually. Really cold outside, so I think 42 degrees is the high for today. And I'm going to be bringing in a little bit of warm water just to bring the temperature of my tap water up to lukewarm. Not really to use warm water to have like a hot shave or anything, but just to have it not be just frigid. All right. Boonana. I did read the write-up on it, but it's been a while, and so I don't know it. And so in a sense, this is going to be a blind usage, blind evaluation. Definitely a chocolate type brown color. You can tell the bananas in there, but you shouldn't let that distract you, because the other parts of the notes are there in just as much effect. Some warm, spicy notes. Not really peppery spicy, but just kind of savory spicy. Got to be some vanilla in there. Yeah, the banana is there, but it's definitely not. I'm going to press. As you see there, the way they put some of these in, there's some gaps, and I don't want water to pool down in those gaps to degrade the soap prematurely. And I'm just going to press because this soap is soft enough to where I can press down and fill in those holes. And this is a vegan soap, for those of you who don't know about Southern Witchcrafts. All their stuff is vegan. And it rates very highly as a soap base in terms of performance, even if you compare it with some tallow soaps out there. I'm going to wipe the excess off, and then maybe those little bits will go into another load did I do? Very nice. I'm going to rinse my face and let's do the load. I haven't used this brush before. Version 9 Fanchurian. That's it with a ton of water in it. Shake it out till what I would say lightly wet. We've got as we observe the knot layers, we see this white band of treated tips to be pretty thick relatively, but we also see that the dark band doesn't go all the way down to the handle. And when the bristles start to change color like this one is, where you see that clear white band before the handle, then that usually means it's got more relaxation to the shafts, you're not going to get as much backbone strength, and I like that. I like a more luxurious knot that splays easy. So that's a good sign for me. 20-second load. This is a pretty soft base, so how about we just try 20 seconds. It is brown, and so if you have brushes that are light colored that you want to preserve a bright color, you may not want to. You may want to check with Stephen. And see if that's going to discolor your brushes. There's a certain kind of something that can cause discoloration to really bright boar brushes or badgers with bright tips, you know. Man, it looks like I've actually been recording when I didn't think I was. Darn it. And we've only been going for 8 minutes. See, I'm wearing a white shirt, and so I can't see the time on my camera unless I put my hand right here. Ah, man. Oh, well. So I don't know what you guys have heard and what you haven't heard. How about that? Well, this is an amazing soap. The scent is terrific. What I was about to say before I realized my error, its lather is amazing. Very slick, nourishing to the skin, and it smells great. I'll try to describe the scent to you guys as I've gone along here. But what hit me was that they almost, by naming it Boonana, it's almost kind of a novelty name or a tongue-in-cheek, don't take me seriously kind of name, but that's not a don't take me seriously kind of scent. And so I'm afraid that people who don't know the nature of Southern Witchcrafts wouldn't think of ordering that, wouldn't think of that as a worthwhile scent because of the name. However, people like me who know what Southern Witchcrafts puts out, and that they're hilarious people, and that but they still, man, their unique scents are terrific, and more it's funny to say more unique, but it really is true in this case. They are kind of more unique than others. They come up, they're creative, and they're coming at the scent thing from different angles and different combinations that are just wonderful. And I'm afraid that some people who don't know Southern Witchcrafts as well would pass this scent by, and they'd really be missing out. This might be exactly what they want in a nice warm weather scent, and they would miss out on it because of the name. But you know, what can you do? Really good. I just remarked about how the banana has faded toward the end. In the beginning, I could smell the banana. It was kind of a warm vanilla banana. When I got it wet and started the lather, I could almost smell a Laffy Taffy kind of banana. You know, that almost a synthetic banana smell. But I think it was some other scent coming in that was working with the banana to do that. But it was still very light. Definitely not novelty, not cutesy, not, well, I'm using a banana soap, you know. It was still incorporation with the other vanilla type scents and whatever else they're using. But then toward the end, that banana faded quite a bit, and you're left with this wonderful, savory, vanilla, maybe some woody elements to it. Aspect of this scent, and that's just really well done. Definitely not a seasonal soap to be used only in October. A really nice scent that I could use year round. Really sorry about my pressing the button in the wrong way, because you missed out on a lot. And in some cases, I've had a video where basically all you saw was the brakes. Oh man, sorry about that. Well, I don't know if you heard me say that I thought that the Usta blade in this timeless razor was a terrific, top-notch combination. I'm stopping after 2 passes. Oh, the lather here, just making my skin feel really nourished. My skin feels so nice. Feels healthy. But the razor and blade were so comfortable, but also cut really well, so well, that I think maybe 99% of the stubble was gone after the first pass. I rinsed after the first pass and couldn't really feel any stubble. I could do a touch-up pass in a couple of my tricky areas right now, but it's the weekend. I'm not going to bother with that. Wow, this is a terrific scent. I'm glad that I had it. They sent out, Southern Witchcraft sent out a little notice about how they were about to clear it from the shelves or something like that. And I thought, you know what? I want to try that. I also ordered Valley of Ashes, so I'm going to be trying that soon, probably, as well. So I mixed up that excellent lather. I ended up putting not very much water in it, maybe 12 milliliters, because that knot just had so much water in it, as it turns out. Regarding the knot, man, this is just feeling like one of my favorites. The tips are not jelly like a sponge, but they are very soft, very soft. It's got a nice easy splay. You can see it kind of staying in its position when I move it out of the way. It doesn't really bounce back, not a lot of backbone, but it's so dense that density does give it a little backbone. And so it's not floppy at all. But man, I really enjoyed using this. It's a big knot. I think it's a 26 or a 28. It's got to be. I love the handle. In terms of the ergonomics, it's curved in just the right places for me. I didn't know that I would stumble upon such a good brush when I bought the box of brushes that this came in. But wow, it's just terrific. All right, so now after a good wring out, we can look at it. We do see some clumping, so it has a little bit of gel to it. Is that guy? Oh, he came out just fine. So he might be kind of a newer knot. Well, V9 though, that's not new. Maybe he just hasn't been used too much. That's all right. Some guys buy them. I mean, I could see why you'd buy this. It's a pretty handle. When all the colors are kind of mixed together in a really chaotic way, I don't usually gravitate toward that. However, the ergonomics of this handle and make it so that, boy, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to keep this guy for a nice long time. And this is just proof that, declaration is highly regarded, and it should be. But every once in a while, you'll stumble upon a knot that may cost a little bit less that does exactly what you want it to. And I just stumbled upon this one. So I'm going to work it on the towel. Since it's treated, I'm not going to work it really vigorously, just to kind of get the excess water out. It's not like a bore where I'm trying to break in the tips. I'm going to spread the knot out a little bit to encourage drying. And there we go. Just set it down. As a reminder also, you do not need to dry it upside down because we don't have any dripping water in here anymore. All that's been removed. Gravity doesn't have an effect. It's going to dry the same either way. And years ago, somebody actually did tests to that effect to prove it. So you don't have to buy a brush handle stand, one of those stands where you hold it like this. That's just buy that if you want something like that. You don't need it. It's not helpful in any way other than your own aesthetics. So the Boonana, that's just a good scent. I like it. I like it. Boonana. Boonana. I will put on this liniment, splash my face just a little bit with water to make the liniment easier to spread around. This is Try This soap. Right now, I am still smelling the awesomeness of the Boonana around me. And so it looks like that would be a good option if you want to carry over a scent for a little while at least. Declarations liniment was very well regarded years ago, and I happened to be able to snag some a while back. I need to use it up before it goes rancid, because it has been probably several years since this one was made. There's some kind of maybe fruitiness or something that's in the balm, the liniment here, and it did overwhelm a little bit stronger than the Boonana leftovers, but that's kind of to be expected because your shaving soap isn't going to last, too long. There are a few strong ones that will last for a few hours after the shave, but most of them, 30 minutes after the shave, if that. I find most of them disappear very quickly after the shave. So, I'm sorry we didn't get too much recorded as the profitable stuff, but I found the brush amazing, just exactly how I like it. It splayed and moved easily. As you can see, the tips have a little bit of gel to them, and so they're just very soft. It's a big knot when you're looking at it on your face, and it feels that way. Just perfect. Really, really, really nice. So the soap, tremendous, year-round scent, but especially suited for colder weather. It's so warm and savory with great smells, and the banana is just a little extra in there, and so it's not some kind of novelty banana scent, as I've said before. Really well done. It is a lot more sophisticated than its name would say. The blade, the Usta blade today in the bronze timeless, that's a 38 gap. An amazing combination of razor and blade. Very, very happy with that as well. What a good choice for today. The liniment here didn't really match with the scent of the soap, but it didn't conflict either. But I just wanted to use some up, and I didn't really have anything better along. And since it's such a cold day, I wanted to use either a balm or liniment, and I didn't bring with me too many options with that. So, so there we go. Such as it is, the shave. You guys take care. Have a merry, happy, joyous new year. This is Sugar Daddy Shaves. Good day.